Celtics were really good before, so now the Pacers have to see now because they've got a healthy Al Horford.
Right, Pacers did not see Horford back in November, and the Celtics did not see Paul George. That was the first game he had missed with a sprained left ankle. Avery Bradley inside the arc, and his jumper is good. In here on Monday, and the loss on Tuesday. That's a back cut, and Crowder makes it 4-0.
Success. That's why I think this, this Hickory game is so appropriate. Because you got the
averaging a double-double, 20 points and 10 rebounds, having to guard Isaiah Thomas. They take the 5th most threes in the NBA.
So when Glenn Robinson made the move, he just wasn't prepared for it.
And Horford makes it 9-2. Thomas and Paul George each have a foul. That's a steal by PG. Bad pass by Crowder.
There you go. Throw it to him. That's all right.
Tipped up and in. Left hand, Miles Turner.
Back the next time you get a fast break.
Boston won here November 12th, 105-99. Isaiah Thomas for 3 with a groin injury. And again, he had 44 on 16 shots the other night. Teammates for 7 years in Atlanta, now on new teams, and the Pacers have cut it to 2.
Pretty good, because at that point, all you've got was a tough three-point shot. That's the kind of penetration you like to see at times.
Horford against Turner.
Nice job helping out.
Extra pass, Crowder a three-point try.
Well, you still got to run. Asking for the ball, some good things can happen, because guys know you want to make the play.
Turner, jump shot. It is too strong. It bounces in.
He's got a great touch.
Crowder also did not play against the Pacers back in November, and George, clock at 4. Olynyk fades and scores.
Well, he looked just before
seasons ago. George.
Great job. Oh, really good basketball. It was a hard cut.
Rozier's got to be happy. His Louisville Cardinals.
Great job.
Oh, what a dunk!
Great job
by Miles Turner. Turned it over 5 times. Young.
I'll tell you what, the Pacers are really cutting.
Had to be one of your great thrills of all time.
Well, it's definitely the dream of any high school kid is to win a state championship. Maybe that was 5,000 or 6,000, or some of our games got moved to Hinkle or Assembly Hall or places like that to accommodate crowds. So when we walked in front of 41,000.
No, I would agree with you there. I think people would like to know, you have, what, 2 girls? That's why the Pacers have to continue to be consistent.
Olynyk into the corner now to Crowder for an open 3. As Smart gets around Teague, lobs it up to Johnson, who's come back in.
Fortunately, it was a bad pass.
They just spread the floor, and Smart.
And if they shoot as many threes as you shoot 2s, they got a pretty good chance of beating you.
Pacers have not made a 3 as George is on the board.
There's thought now.
Well, again, it has changed. You and I talk about it all the time on a 3-on-1, 3-on-2 fast break. The wings go to the three-point arc. It used to be they would go to the basket. He is in town watching the Pacers and the Celtics, and that is Johnson by 7 after leading by 9 after a quarter. Teague is looking for help, and Young spaces the floor for 3. Well, last minute or 2. Thomas.
Wow. He just turned the corner. Now Jefferson
lead when he came back. Pacers were down.
He mishandled the ball just. Oh my goodness.
Crowder, a 3. Also, he was not able to play the end of the second quarter as Horford missed it, but right at the rim is Johnson. Now Teague. Young spaces.
Yeah, he's going to get the shot.
Get a lot.
And he was being blocked out. Wow.
And they get a second chance. City. Next Pacers game is the day after Christmas, Monday.
That's a good
in
read.
Chicago.
Yeah, and that was a confident take there.
Again is guarding Paul George. Now Teague looking, gets into the teeth, and tried to get it, and gets it back.
Shot clock didn't reset, though. Yeah, Teague stayed around him. You got to take him. That's what Boston's doing.
Bradley on the cut. Screen from Horford, matched up against Young.
Then he gets to the rim. And tips it back in. No call. I mean, he may have had his arm in his face. You will agree he can do that. But see, those become kind of the problem. That's why. But all of a sudden, New York got pretty warm, too.
Awfully warm with Porzingis and Anthony.
Yes, sir.
And again, you heard Bill Bano talk about a make-or-miss league, and right now this Celtics team is making.
Normally known as a three-point shooter. It was near the three-point line, but I think they call it a 2.
Yeah, they gave him a 2. Teague pumped and scores.
See, that's why you can get back in the game. They keep shooting these long shots. I mean, Crowder's not a three-point shooter. Oh, tough shot there.
Thaddeus Young has 12, second field goal of the quarter. 5 minutes to play in the third. Cut by Crowder. Three-point shot by Smart. Dunked by Horford.
He was in the rim.
Again, the Celtics have a 10-7 road record. They've won 2 straight after losing 3 of 4. And that's one of the reasons they're 4 games over 500 at 16-12.
I'm telling you, you see all kind of things going on there.
Three minutes to play. Teague inside.
Very good take there. Because these two are battling. I mean, you're in a little bit, Chris.
No question. I think he and Miles Turner have worked well in that 1-5, that pick and roll, pick and pop.
You're right at the rim. I know it's make a miss, but that you got to make. Too quick.
Thomas, 2 more.
Too quick. He comes at you, act as though he's going to handle the ball again.
Have struggled here in the second and the third. They've fallen behind by a game-high 17. As Teague gets 2 more. He's really become the offense. He's the only one getting the ball in the basket. Robinson has come in, playing with Miles, Young, and Teague.
And Smart. Oh, he got it to go.
And a foul. He has taken it over for the Pacers in the quarter. Now they have a chance to cut it to single digits.
You got to take it. Now see, once he's waited too long, now you can throw it back to him.
Nice pass into Jefferson, who pounds it home.
Yeah, because that's a tough cover. That's why guys like Miles Turner, when he gets a lot better, it's going to be so much better for him because 5s can't make that move out there.
Jeff Teague playing like he is at Pike High School. 10-point advantage. Jaylen Brown is in. He beat Glenn Robinson for the layup.
Back. They throw it to essentially the strong side. Oh, he should be wide open.
Miles gets it to go.
Well, he got challenged. He was able to make it, but he was.
The only game Indiana has won this year when trailing after 3 quarters was right on this floor against the Portland Trailblazers as Jefferson beaten by Olynyk. And a 3-point play opportunity for Kelly.
Nice job by C.J. Miles. He partially blocked that one.
Miles inside the arc. Off the glass. Matches the 2-point shot with Jerebko, Brown, Olynyk, and Smart. They were part of the 17-0 run that gave the Celtics the lead, and a terrific pass to Smart.
I mean, that's
3 of 11 from the field, being chased by Marcus Smart. All of his 7 free throws were in the first quarter. That's short. Got his own rebound. Basket and a foul. They're going to give you plenty of opportunities to get back in it, but you have to make some shots.
Well, you got to have some efficiency with what you're doing.
Miles is open for 3.
That may give you something. You got to have the right guy shooting the ball. That particular play, Marcus Smart was on. Wow. I mean,
5.5 to play. Indiana keeps C.J. Miles out there with the starting 4 of George, Teague, Turner, and Robinson. And here's Miles.
Yeah, you need him to make shots.
Horford did a nice job of not sitting on the baseline, or he would have been out of bounds. Now he spins on Turner.
He sure did.
The Pacers are playing in front of their own bench in the second half. That normally does not happen.
They made him drive it. And he's hot. There, missed it.
A lot of time going off the clock, halfway through the shot clock, as George goes inside and finds Young. And his 3-point shot is good.
Second unit is, given that Stuckey's not on the floor. And without Stuckey, you change some matchups as Paul knocks that down. Retirement.
So the Pacers with 27 and 1/10. It's a 2-possession game. Teague with a long 3.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. That's a huge difference.
And that's going to do it with 2 seconds to play. And that's the final. A 109-102 Boston win.